Hey, what's going on, everyone? So my last video talking about brokered CDs has been well received, and I've had some people asking me, how do I buy these things? So today I'm going to show you step by step how you purchase brokered CDs through Fidelity's fixed income platform. Stick around. So obviously the first step is you got to log into your Fidelity account. Now ultimately we need to get to the fixed income platform so we can choose from the various CD offerings. I found the fastest way to get there is to go up here to this news and research dropdown. So if you hover over this news and research dropdown, this is what you're going to see. And ultimately you want to scroll down a little bit to the fixed income bonds and CDs button and click here. So now we're in the fixed income platform and we're obviously looking to purchase CDs. So to do that, you want to scroll down a little bit where you can see this bar, the various choices, yields, bonds, new issues, CDs. We obviously want to click on this CDs tabs, but before I do that, you can go down here where it says yields, on the yields tab that is, and you can kind of get a comparison of where CDs are relative to US Treasuries. I've been talking about Treasuries because earlier in the year they looked attractive, at least on a relative basis. But here's what's kind of interesting. Right now, the tides have turned a bit, and CDs, especially in this 1, 2, 3, and even on the 5-year issue, are all actually yielding a higher interest rate than comparable US Treasuries. So now that we can see that CDs actually look really good in comparison to Treasuries, let's actually go ahead and purchase one of these things. So we want to scroll up a little bit, and again we click this tab here, CDs and ladders. Now Fidelity has some slick tools for putting together a CD ladder, but that's probably a whole other video in and of itself. Let's just do a simple purchase of one individual CD. Now there's different ways to go about choosing the right CD for you. Obviously, if you know specifically what maturity you're looking for, you can just pick that. Let's say, for example, you want a 1-year CD. Well, if you click this button, what the platform's going to do, it's going to show you all the CD offerings for 12 months, 1 year. But obviously, you can also take a look at the different maturities. And if you're just trying to maximize your yield, well, we can see right here today in these shorter maturities, the 18-month is offering the max yield. If you get out here to 5 years, there's that coveted 5%. It's kind of amazing. Just a year ago, I mean, this same CD was probably more like 1.5. It's just remarkable how much rates have changed. But for example purposes today, since this is my personal account, I don't want to tie up this cash for too long, so I'm going to go with a 6-month CD. We're going to click this button, and then we can see all the various banks that are offering a 6-month CD. Now, obviously, there's many banks to choose from in this list. There's different ways to approach this. Obviously, some people are just going to gravitate towards the big brand names that they're familiar with. So, for instance, Morgan Stanley Bank. I think most Americans have probably heard of Morgan Stanley. You know, it's important to take a look at the attributes. All these things are going to be FDIC insured. One thing I like to look for is call protection, this CP designation, and that just means that the bank cannot redeem or take the CD away before maturity. You know, I'm going to just purchase a 6-month here, so I'm not really that concerned about that. But if you were purchasing something that was perhaps 3, 4, 5 years, and you were concerned that interest rates were perhaps going to decline, call protection could be a very important attribute. So for purposes of illustration, let's go with this Morgan Stanley Bank offering. We're going to click the checkbox and hit purchase or buy. So after you hit the buy button, it's going to bring you to this screen, and it's going to ask you which account you want to purchase this in. If you have multiple accounts, I do, so I've already pre-selected the account that I'm going to be utilizing here. So we can see the information for the specific CD we're purchasing. This is from Morgan Stanley Bank. There's that 4.5% coupon, and this is a 6-month issue. So one thing that's important, these CDs are issued in $1,000 units. So if we purchased one CD or one unit of this CD, that is equivalent to $1,000. This auto roll, which you have to select, that's basically whether or not you want the CD proceeds to reinvest. So in this case, I'm going to select no, which means just at maturity, the cash is going to end up in my brokerage account. So here we go. Our one CD is worth $1,000. We're going to preview the order by clicking this button. So finally, you're going to preview your order. You're going to get to this page. There's some disclosure, obviously. You can scroll down, take a look at all the information. And once you're happy with your purchase, obviously all you need to do is click this button, place order. And last but not least, you're going to get this final confirmation, which just says the order was received with a confirmation number. So pretty straightforward, right? I hope it was easy to follow. Look, if it was, just do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you enjoyed the video. And of course, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see you on the next one.